Everybody get your roll on.
Good morning, PVO Squizzle. It's your boy Super Son, and I am back again with another video. Things aren't looking too good with the Capri. I know y'all seen in the last video that everything was being buttoned up and put back together, but I tried to work on the car a little off camera and some things just didn't work out. So y'all know where we gotta go. To my favorite auto parts store. Alrighty, PVO squad, we've made it home. So first things first, the steering rack from the 79, the holes, well, the steering racks are different from the 79 to the 86. They're different. So you guys know I put the steering rack that I bought for Star and I put it on the Capri. Well, I didn't know I needed to change both feed and return line. All right, so as you know, that's stripped, so I wasn't able to get it off. But the hole right below it, you see how deep it is? Now, when we come to the 86, let me find it. It's not deep at all. And I know you guys are just like, well, why don't you just buy the line and swap lines? Well, some genius tried to take this line off and stripped it. Now, this time, it wasn't me, okay? It was not me. I did not strip this one. I stripped that one over there. I did not strip this one. So this is the plug that goes into the side of the power steering. I don't know. Oh yeah, you can see it. It goes right there. And somebody tried to take it off and they stripped it. So the only way for me to get it off was to remove the nut from the side of the power steering pump and take it off as a whole. And this is what goes in the bottom, and that was trying to go all the way in, and it was bottoming out. Where is it? There it goes. And it was bottoming out. So not only is that not fitting in the 86 fuel line, I also need a new whatever that is. I think it's called a union nut. Yeah. So eBay, YouTube, Amazon, LMR, and I would have to buy a whole power steering pump just for that, just to get that nut. So reached out to Stangs R Us and let him know what I needed, and it's already on the way. Of course, it's gonna take time to get here because he has to ship it from SoCal area, but it is on the way. And I just ordered the power steering hose from O'Reilly's, and that'll be here, he said, by 11 and 12 o'clock. And I also bought a new hose. So both feed and return hoses for the power steering is gonna be new, and we just go from there. Alrighty, I'm out here messing with these camber caster plates. I've never messed with them or done them before, so I kind of centered all holes. And of course the car is gonna need an alignment once I'm done with everything. But yeah, I just got everything tightened down to where I know it's not gonna shift. So once I do get everything back on the ground and situated, I could get the car aligned. I know I need to take that out some because I could tell that this caliper is kind of, I could tell this caliper is kind of pointing inward. And And the driver's side looks good. So yeah. What's up, PVO squad? It's your boy Super Son, and I am back. Yeah, so after doing or finding out the problem with the power steering fluid, the power steering pump and the lines and the hoses and everything, Rene and I were bleeding the brakes. We got the front brakes about 80% done. We got most of the bubbles from the front, and then we moved to the rear and we started on the passenger rear side, and it started leaking from here. So I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if it's not joining up correctly here, but it was leaking pretty bad. You could see the stain. So came to the driver's side rear, and it's not leaking at all. So I don't know what the problem is, but I am going to take off the brake line from here and go to where they join at the rear end, take that off and see what's really going on, because it's not leaking from there, but it is leaking from here. But I'm telling you, every time I get that much closer to finishing the car, something always happens. Alrighty, got the whole line off. So, hey, we're gonna see what we could do with this. The inside is not the problem, it's the outside that's causing the leak. So, alrighty, once everything is done and we figure it out, I'll bring you guys back out and let you know what we did. What's up, PBO Squizzle? It's your boy. And the brake line that I showed you guys yesterday, I took to work and we were able to cut off the tip. Is it go focus? Yep, there it go. We were able to cut off the tip at work. So now I just have to run to O'Reilly's, get the kit from them so we could flare the hose out. So it'll look like that. It'll look like that. Even after that flare, still leaking. Bruh, oh my God, I'll give up. Alrighty, so this whole time I needed this little adapter so it'll marry onto the braided line and the hard brake line. And I went in there, pushed the pedal 10 times, and it is no longer leaking. I tightened it and it is no longer leaking at the moment anyway. So Rene's on his way. We're gonna try to get these brakes bled and just get on with it. I want to apologize to you all. I know the last couple of videos I've been just running into problems, but I promise you at the end of this video, the car will be back on the ground. Motor will be ran, everything will be buttoned up, and it'll be time to get this car on the road. No more dragging things along. Not saying I was, but it's time to get this thing back done. And we just go wait. I ordered the correct oil dipstick that LMR says works with this oil pan. I sent back the original one I got from Amazon. So one problem after another, but I promise you we're gonna figure this out, and you guys are here with me. I appreciate you guys more than you know. We're gonna continue to grow and go, and you already know PVO is on the rise. So let's get this done, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Peace. Alrighty, PVO squad, the oil pan has been torqued down, the brakes have been bled. Now it's time to, the dipstick will be here today, later on today, unfortunately. The nut for the power steering pump will be here either later today or tomorrow. And after that, put oil in the car, power steering in the car, and it should be ready to go and get back on the road. So next time you see me, I'm gonna have the oil dipstick or the nut for the power steering pump. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Peace. Alrighty, PVO squad. Coming in hot from Stangs R Us. I know you guys know what that is. But listen to me. If you guys need anything, any part at all, make sure you hit up Stangs R Us, because I promise you and guarantee you that he will have it. And shipping is real fast. He's reliable, he's dependable, and he is very reasonable with his prices. So if you need anything, even if it's the smallest part and you'll be like, man, no, that's hideous, sir, he's not gonna have it. He will have it. Just reach out and talk to him, because I didn't even think he was gonna have this, but he had it. So with that being said, if you need anything at all, make sure you reach out to him. I'm gonna put the link to his Instagram page in the description. So check him out. And there you go. This is the piece I needed, with the gaskets and everything on it already, ready to be installed. So let me get the hoses out of the car, and we about to get everything installed right here, right now. The weather look like it's gonna rain. Dipstick should be here anytime from 3:30 to 5:30 now. They pushed the time back a little bit, but hey, we still go get to it. I still got all day tomorrow off and all day Friday. So this thing will be running. It's gonna be running and everything. Like I said, at the end of this video, the car will be running, moving under its own power, and everything will be good. So hey, alrighty, all the lines are on, top lines are on. I put a little bit of power steering fluid in there. Top lines are on. All lines connected, making sure it's not leaking. Even the fucking dipstick that LMR states works with this oil pan still don't work with the damn oil pan. This is the part that should bolt to the oil pan. This part. This is the part that goes inside the brake line, and you screw it together. If you try to put this side in here, it's gonna be too big. So this side is the side that should bolt up to the oil pan. But when we come down here to the oil pan, give me a second, let me get over there. Where is it? Right here. Look. Too fucking big. But if we use this side, it'll start to go in, and then of course the thread pitch is different, so it'll stop. But is there a fitting I could get to adapt to that so it'll, I don't know. This is the fucking frustration part, because they say this will work with the oil pan, this will work. I even reached out to them because the previous one I bought was wrong. And I reached out to them and they sent me the link for these, and I bought them, and yet they still don't fucking work. On a good note, we did get the power steering pump filled, turned the wheel several times, added more fluid, turned the wheel several times, but that's all we gonna get done. I don't know. This is bullshit. And then the headers are gonna be in the way, so now I need to figure out a way of routing the oil dipstick so it's not touching the headers once I figure out how to fuck to get this to work. If it's, I'm telling you, man, if it's not one thing, it's another with this damn car. Alrighty, PVO squad. I know you guys could tell in the last scene I was irritated and irritable, but I have finally found the solution. I found a fitting. I found the fitting. Screws in. Let's go. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to have somebody weld the other part. Where is it? Nope, not in my pocket. It's in the house. All right, so this is the part that goes to the tube. So I'm going to have them cut these threads off and pretty much weld these ends together just like that. And we have the problem fixed. Now I just gotta find somebody to do it. PVO squad. Let me tell you, this was a mission. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So unfortunately, you cannot weld aluminum to copper. Unfortunately, I didn't know that. Rene had to let me know. So I had to improvise, and it don't look pretty, but it's gonna get the job done. So remember, I told you we were gonna pretty much cut and weld the piece. Well, we did cut this part, but we didn't weld it. There's like some putty stuff at my job that we use that when bolts break, and pretty much once it's liquid and once it turns green, it dries out and it pretty much is hard as concrete, can't break. So that's what I used. I don't know if you can see it in there. Hold on, let me get to the light. Where is that? Yep, you see the little stuff in there, the green. So yeah, and it's still a straight shot through to where the dipstick could still bolt up to here and go in. Now, with me adding this little copper piece, it is gonna push the dipstick back some, so I'm not gonna get a correct reading, but all that matters is that I have oil in the oil pan and in the engine, and from there we gonna be solid. So now I could officially put this on the car and yet put oil in there to make sure that this don't leak, even though there's no pressure coming out. So I'm not too worried about this, but the oil pan doesn't leak either. So let's go ahead, get this on there, drop some oil in this car and let it sit. Alrighty, got good news and I got bad news. The bad news is the dipstick still touched the headers when trying to route it out this way. But the good news is I could always just tuck it behind the wheel and it goes right in. There you go. Oh yeah. Still don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna just leave this here. I'm not gonna put oil in it, but I am gonna close out the video and give me y'all feedback, or what do you think I could do or should do, because y'all know the threading on that oil pan is a pain in the ass, and now fitting it works. So hey, right now it works. I'm gonna just have to take the tire off to check the oil, but hey, I'm fine with that. I really am. So with that being said, I want to say thank you, PVO squad, for rocking with me and checking out the videos and subscribing to the channel. I want to give a huge shout out to my brother Rene for helping me figure this whole situation out and putting the two pieces together. Y'all already know, baby, the grind don't stop, the hustle don't quit. No matter how frustrated I get or I seem to be, I'm still gonna be out here working on this car, or these cars I should say. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys more than you know. We gonna continue to grow and go, and you already know, baby, PVO is on the rise. And with that being said, I want to say thank you for taking time out of your day to watch me. I'm out. Peace.